The story begins on an island called Rampa. On this island, there's a reformatory school named Vinat, basically a correction school where many girls were kept. All the girls there had committed some kind of crime. Meanwhile, we see a boy on a boat named Pin. Another girl was with him on the same boat. Her name was Ing. Pin was bringing her to the island so she could enter the reformatory school. Ing had committed some crime too, but we still have no clue what that crime was. We only know one thing. The girls in that school were taught discipline the hard way. Soon they arrive at the island, where a girl named Aim, who was also a student in that school, greets them. Aim and Pin already knew each other. They were kinda close. Aim gives Pin some happy news. She was going to be released soon. Pin was thrilled to hear that. After that, Aim brings Ing to the assembly hall. Just then, the in-charge of the place arrives. Her name was Pristana, but everyone called her Mother. Mother calls Ing onto the stage and asks her to introduce herself in front of everyone. Ing says her name, and instantly all the girls burst out laughing. Seriously, they laughed so hard like they'd just heard the funniest joke of their lives. And honestly, I bet you laughed too. Mother calms everyone down and tells them to be nice to the new student. And everyone always listened to Mother, but only when she was in the room. The moment Mother leaves, Aim, yes, the same Aim who was about to be released, starts teasing and bullying Ing. And let me tell you, Aim was not a friendly girl. She was the dawn of the school, the queen of bullying. Basically Regina George, but with more attitude and less shampoo. The next scene shows Aim and Pin in Mother's office. A heavy storm was raging outside, so Pin couldn't return home by boat. He originally came here to fix the radio, but for now he was stuck on the island. Mother gives him permission to stay. Later, Ing visits Mother, and Mother asks her about her crimes. But Ing doesn't open her mouth at all. Maybe she had committed something really serious. At night, Ing is shown her bed and the chores she'll have to do. While sleeping, she hears a strange noise and sees a shadow staring at her. But the moment she sits up, the shadow disappears. Ing then goes to the bathroom, where she hears more strange sounds. Suddenly, someone from above dumps filth all over her. She's shocked and disgusted. This was done on Aim's orders, carried out by a girl named Ploy. Ploy didn't want to do it, but Aim's pressure forced her. Otherwise, Aim would have bullied her too. The next day, while Ing is drawing water from the well, the metal chain rubs against her hand and injures her. Pin arrives and treats her gently. He offers to help if she struggles with any work. Then he tears a piece of cloth and ties it around her wound. At night, when Ing is going to bathe, she runs into Aim and her bully squad. They try to provoke Ing. Aim notices the cloth on Ing's hand. It looks familiar, but she says nothing for now. Later that night, after everyone sleeps, Aim sneaks to Ing and pulls the cloth off her hand. She instantly recognizes it. It belonged to Pin. And Aim suddenly turns into the jealous ex who thinks everyone wants her man. But before she can cause more drama, Aim hears a sound behind her. There's no one. Then suddenly, a ghostly hand appears on her arm. Aim freaks out. Behind her, a spirit appears and moves down the corridor. Aim follows the spirit into the dark hallway. She sees it at a distance, but it's too dark to be sure. She tries to light a lamp, but it won't ignite. When she turns toward the stairs, bam! The spirit appears right behind her, scaring the life out of her. Aim falls down the stairs. When she gets up, she's dizzy. The spirit warns her that if she tries anything again, she'll be finished. It seems like the spirit was trying to protect Ing by teaching Aim a lesson. The next morning, Mother asks Aim what happened the previous night, but Aim tells her nothing. It becomes clear that Mother treats Aim better than the others. After Mother leaves, Aim and her two friends corner Ing and accuse her of the previous night's incident. They're convinced Ing caused everything. Ing denies it completely, but they try to force her anyway. Ing was holding a knife because she was eating. One of Aim's friends grabs the knife and Ing tries to pull away. In the struggle, the knife accidentally cuts Aim's friend's hand. Now they finally had an excuse. They immediately blame Ing for hurting the girl. But Ploy takes Ing's side. Though, of course, nobody dares speak against Aim because Aim's ego is built like a brick wall with Wi-Fi. In the next scene, Ploy and Ing are together. Ploy apologizes to Ing, saying she only did everything because she was under Aim's pressure, and she begs her to forgive her. Ploy then tells Ing that Aim is the girl who bullies everyone, and that even Mother doesn't say anything to her.
Here, we also learn that this school was located in just one specific region of Thailand. After this, we see Aim approaching Pin. She asks him if he talked to Ing. Pin tells her yes, he asked Ing where she was from, but Ing didn't reply. Then, Aim asks him about Darun Home, an orphanage, but Pin has no clue what she's talking about. Actually, Ing was from Darun Orphanage. Something happened there, something that brought her to this reformatory school. In the next scene, we see Ing cleaning. Suddenly, she gets flashbacks of her past. Back at the orphanage, she used to get bullied there too. Meaning what she's enduring now isn't new. And what happened in the orphanage was far more brutal. She was injured, hurt, abused. So whatever was happening now felt almost normal to her. Then Aim and her friend walk up to Ing and give her punishment for what happened with Aim. As punishment, they cut her hair. Imagine being so petty that you punish people like you're running a discount salon. Aim's out here giving trauma trims. Later that night, Aim is sitting alone brushing her hair when the spirit appears. We see it clearly now. It's an old lady ghost. Aim sees her in the mirror and freezes in fear. Suddenly, the spirit grabs a fistful of Aim's hair and yanks it hard. Aim screams in pain. Her friends rush in and try to calm her down. What's strange is, the ghost only appears whenever Aim harms Ing. Aim immediately goes to Ploy because she knew Ploy and Ing were from the same region and were friends. She forces Ploy to explain what's going on. Aim interrogates Ploy like she's in a low-budget crime show. "Tell me everything, or your bangs are next." Under pressure, Ploy finally explains. In the North, there's a belief that every newborn comes with a ghost, either a guardian spirit or what they call a ghost godmother. And this ghost stays with the child unless a ritual is done. During the ritual, a doll is made, its head is cut off, and the head is given to the child's parents. The child is supposed to keep that doll's head until they hit puberty. After that, the ghost godmother leaves. But maybe Ing never went through this ritual, and that means her guardian ghost still follows her. Aim, of course, doesn't believe any of this because she doesn't believe in such things. In the next scene, Ing is alone when she sees someone standing behind a curtain. She walks closer, but before she can check, Aim's friend throws a cloth over Ing's face. Aim and her friends jump her. They beat her and hurt her. Aim even presses down on Ing's wounded hand. Aim yells, "You wanted to kill me, right? Then do it. Come on, do it." Ing begs for mercy. Aim finally lets her go, but warns that if she tells anyone, she'll regret it. Aim threatening people like she's the CEO of bullying. Someone take her Wi-Fi away. That same night, Ing goes to Pin for help. She begs him to take her away from the island. She can't stay here anymore. But Pin can't help her. Helpless, Ing returns to her bed and sleeps. Aim sees Ing coming from outside and immediately realizes Ing went to meet Pin. The next morning, Aim complains about Pin to Mother. Because of this, Ing gets beaten badly. Mother scolds her harshly too. Later that night, Mother hears noises coming from the girls' room. She goes to check and sees the godmother ghost wearing a mask-like face covering. Seeing this, Mother is stunned and terrified. She runs outside, but the entity follows her. Mother can't see the ghost directly now, but she sees clear footprints forming on the ground behind her. Suddenly, the ghost appears right in front of her and grabs her. Mother screams loudly. Aim and the girls rush in to help her. They find a mark on Mother's neck, the mark of the entity. The next day, Aim grabs Ploy and asks how they can know if the ritual was done on Ing or not. Ploy explains if Ing has the doll's head, the ritual was done. If not, the godmother ghost still follows her. Aim, of course, doesn't believe any of this because she doesn't believe in such things. Meanwhile, Ploy tells Ing that Aim pressured her and that's why she revealed the ghost story. Shockingly, Ing shows almost no reaction to this. Aim being unbothered like, ghost following me, bullying, trauma, yeah, okay, add it to the list.
The next day, Ploy comes to Aim and tells her that Ing has been missing since morning. Hearing this, Aim becomes a little worried because she was responsible for all the girls. Mother had assigned that duty to her. If Ing wasn't found, all the blame would fall on Aim. She needed to get out of this place as soon as possible, and if anything went wrong, she'd be trapped. So Aim and her friends start looking for Ing everywhere, but they can't find her anywhere. Finally, Aim finds Ing sitting alone. Aim walks up to her and mocks her, asking what she's doing here. She snaps that she has other work to do besides looking for her. Ing says she just wanted to be alone, but Aim and her friend immediately start bullying her again. While bullying her, they push her into a well. Ing begs for help, but Aim tells her to call her godmother spirit for help. Aim still couldn't believe any godmother ghost existed. Aim really acting like she's the CEO of stupidity. Fell down a well? Sorry, girl. Call your ghost tech support. But only we know the truth. Aim's friend nervously tells her, "What if there is a godmother spirit?" And the moment she says it, a sudden gust of wind blows past them. Aim gets a little scared. Right then, Mother arrives. She'd already figured out that Ing was missing. She warns Aim that if Ing isn't found, Aim will take the full blame. But even now, Aim doesn't tell Mother that she's the one who pushed Ing into the well. If she admitted it, she'd be finished. Mother orders everyone to go search for Ing. Everyone heads out to look. Now here's how rotten Aim is. She tries to stop Pin from searching for Ing, but Pin still does his duty. Meanwhile, we see Ing inside the well as rain pours down. Ing is slowly sinking. The godmother spirit whispers to her, telling her to let her save her. Then Ing sees the godmother's face in the water, and the scene cuts. Pin eventually finds Ing. Meanwhile, the others are gathered in the assembly area. Mother announces that despite everyone's efforts, Ing couldn't be found. But just then, Pin arrives carrying Ing. Aim's friend immediately starts scolding Ing to look good in front of Mother, pretending to be mature and responsible. Aim's friend switching personalities faster than a broken fan. I bully you and then act like Mother Teresa when Mother walks in. But Ing straight up exposes her, saying that she and Aim were the ones who pushed her. Aim's friend slaps Ing and calls it all a lie. Mother, who was practically blind to the truth, couldn't see what was right or wrong. She says she trusts no one and decides to shut the matter right there. A perfect example of someone who secretly protects their favorites. Mother out here running the school like it's a corrupt reality show. Only her favorites get screen time. These are the kind of people who hide the mistakes of their favorites or claim, I didn't know anything. But when someone else makes a mistake, they hand out punishment like free candy. Pin knew Aim had done everything, but he stayed silent. Ploy comforts Ing. Ing asked Ploy if she had always been on their side, supporting Aim and her gang. Ploy says she was helpless because the weak always have to stay quiet. Now we get a flashback. Ing's childhood. She is playing in the forest and finds the dolls. Only torsos were lying there. The dolls' heads were taken away after the ritual and given to the children. But Ing had a doll's head. That meant her parents did perform the ritual for her. So why was the godmother spirit still with her? We soon find out the truth. Ing had placed her doll's head back on its torso in the forest. Yes, she reattached it herself. And because of that, the godmother entity got attached to her permanently to protect her. Now we see little Ing being grabbed by two bullies, but the godmother spirit kills both of them. That was Ing's past and how the entity became bonded with her. Now the godmother is with Ing again, and she's going to take revenge on everyone who hurt her, pushed her into the well, all of them. The first target, Aim's friend, the one who slapped Ing. The godmother appears at night, grabs her by the throat, and lifts her off the ground. The next morning, a girl takes Aim into the forest. Aim sees her best friend's body, horribly disfigured. Aim is terrified and starts crying. Ing is also there, and Aim knows Ing is responsible, or at least her godmother is. Aim is now fully scared of Ing. Mother arrives and sees the body. Surprisingly, she doesn't react much, but fear silently settles inside her. Later, Mother calls Pin and tells him to take Ing away from the island. Mother knew something was wrong, some connection Ing had to all this, but she didn't know the exact reason. She tells him to take Ing away the next day. After he leaves, Mother asks Ing what she did at the orphanage that brought her here. Ing finally reveals everything, and now the real truth of the movie begins to unfold. She explains that she was bullied in the orphanage too. But one day, when Ing woke up, everyone who used to bully her was dead. And this was the work of her godmother. Ing says that bullies deserve exactly that. Then Mother snaps at her, telling her that she has to leave this place immediately. Ing then asks Mother if she isn't secretly happy that her terrible, spoiled students are dead now, students she could never straighten out. Mother turns completely speechless and terrified because Ing was basically threatening her. Meanwhile, M finds out about that mass murder in the orphanage through a newspaper clipping, and she learns Ing was involved. M then notices a photo of Ing, and in that picture, she also sees the hand of that same entity. Meaning M finally understands this isn't a joke anymore. The godmother ghost actually exists, and she's protecting Ing. M rushes to Pin, telling him they need to leave immediately. But Pin doesn't take her seriously because he knows exactly how selfish and horrible she is. Yes, M is so fake, she makes plastic look natural. He even thinks M had something to do with his friend's death. M tries explaining the godmother situation, but Pin doesn't believe her. And now we get a flashback. When M wasn't powerful, Mother used to beat her too. But Mother gave her a deal. Keep all the students under control, even if she has to bully them. And in return, Mother would give her freedom and help her leave early. So now we understand that M isn't entirely evil. She bullied others because Mother encouraged it.
Next scene. M is inside the school looking for her other friend. She sees her friend standing in the dark. Then the girl's head just detaches from her body and drops right in front of her. M, terrified out of her soul, runs away. She sees that the godmother has killed everyone in the school. The entire atmosphere is terrifying now. M tries running away, but then she bumps into Pin. She begs for his help, but the godmother kills him too. But suddenly, this was all just M's nightmare. Everyone was still alive. M sits among the girls and tells her friend about the horrible dream. The other girls explain that the godmother only wants to kill M and her bestie because they were the ones who bullied Ink. Next scene. Mother is horrified. She rushes to Ink's bed and stabs her, killing her. Mother was afraid Ink would kill her first. After killing Ink, Mother walks back to her office, thinking everything is fine now. But suddenly, Ink is standing right there, alive. Ink slowly approaches Mother. Mother grabs scissors and attacks, cutting Ink's hand. But then The godmother arrives and kills Mother brutally, using Mother's own hands. A while later, M comes in and finds Mother's body. It breaks her completely. Meanwhile, Ing appears at the lighthouse where Pin is. Ing had feelings for Pin, and Pin sees the wound on her hand and sits her down. But in the mirror, he sees the godmother behind her. He realized M was telling the truth. Meanwhile, the other girls tried destroying the doll, but fire, knives, nothing affects it. This doll is basically Annabelle's Thai cousin. The entity is tied to this doll. Pin arrives and tells everyone he locked Ing inside the lighthouse because now he knows the truth. Ing feels betrayed. She thought Pin was on her side. She tells them all they're the same and she won't spare anyone. A girl throws something at Ing's head, but the godmother snaps the girl's head clean off. Godmother out here solving problems like decapitation equals communication. The entity can't understand right or wrong. She only knows one thing: destroy anyone who hurts Ing. Everyone panics. The entity is right in front of them now. People run. M reaches the lighthouse, where Ploy is already hiding, terrified. Ing enters. Ploy begs her to spare her, reminding her that she helped Ing. Ing lets her go. But then she turns toward M. M tries attacking Ing, but it's useless. Pin arrives, and Ing's hands are holding a knife. She lunges toward Pin, then toward M. But suddenly, M stabs Ing instead. Both fall. M and Ing tumble down from the lighthouse into the ocean. Next morning, M wakes up on the shoreline. Ing is lying right beside her. Next scene, M moves forward to kill Ing with a piece of broken glass. But suddenly, she hears the horn of a ship. The moment that horn echoes, she freezes, because M needed to escape this place and start a new life. She doesn't kill Ing, but Ing wants M to kill her so that the godmother would kill M afterward. At this point, the whole situation had turned into a twisted revenge cycle. Ing had completely lost her mental balance. She keeps provoking M to finish her, but M refuses. But then suddenly, Ing takes the piece of glass and slashes her own throat, trying to kill herself. She believed that if she did that, the godmother would kill M afterward. But instead, the godmother grabs Ing and pulls her down into the ground along with herself. Why did this happen? Because the godmother was bonded to Ing. When Ing harmed herself, the godmother pulled her in, refusing to leave her even in death. Essentially, Ing had become a kind of vessel, an attachment. And if Ing tried to end herself, the godmother wasn't just going to sit quietly. It was like, if I'm going, I'm dragging you too. Now the scene shifts. We see M holding the same knife that Ing used to kill everyone. The police have arrived, and now they suspect M. M tells them Ing did all this. But then the other girls walk in, and they all blame M, especially Ploy. Ploy gaslighting so hard she could power the entire island's electricity. M now realizes she has been completely framed. And here comes the big, brutal twist. Ploy already knew Ing had the godmother spirit. From the beginning, Ploy had been manipulating Ing, fueling her anger, guiding her actions. Why? Because Ploy wanted to rule the school alone. She had no home and wanted to stay here permanently. But the biggest obstacle in her way was M. So she pushed Ing into killing M, using Ing like a pawn. Ploy basically playing 4D chess while everyone else was struggling with checkers. She also turned the other girls to her side, so they wouldn't get bullied too. So naturally, they all support Ploy's lie, and the police drag M away. Her dream of escaping this island completely shattered. And boom, the host movie ends right there.